Members of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly were sworn into Parliament as the Team Unity Coalition government begins its second term in office. The 8th July special sit-in was held at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort to facilitate COVID-19 safety protocols as invited guests, members of the public, and senior officers of the civil service listened to Governor General Sir Tapley Seaton deliver the throne speech. The Governor General said government will pursue the agenda for the federal administration on the 6 pledges. These are 1, to build out a diversified and resilient economy, 2, to improve the quality of life of the people, 3, to protect the people on the country's borders, 4, to enhance public services and infrastructure, 5, to pursue a greener and more sustainable future, and 6, to continue implementing the good governance agenda. On the good governance agenda, Sir Tapley said, the Team Unity government will have a strong implementation commitment in the second term.
Mr. Speaker, in 2015, my government would have campaigned on a good governance agenda that has had as its fulcrum the preservation of our democracy that had been steadily eroded by the previous regime. In 2020 and beyond, this is an even more focused commitment for my government's second term in office. As a result, the following are some of the goals that will be pursued. Constitutional reform that is inclusive of electoral reform, inclusive of a mandated residency requirement for vote eligibility. This will be the subject of national consultation in order to arrive at a consensus position. Enact legislation limiting the tenure of the Prime Minister to 2 consecutive terms. Careful review of constituency boundaries. Production of a new boundaries report and parliamentary approval of revised boundaries that are in line with the demographic shifts in the local population, rather than being contrived through political expedience. Review of public procurement legislation that provides a fair chance for the private sector to bid on and supply goods and services to the public sector. Review constitution and laws to ensure better governance arrangement in and between the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Nevis Island Administration, NIA. Establish a tenders board that builds in transparency and scrutiny with regards to the award of major government contracts, etc. Complete operationalizing of the Integrity in Public Life Act 2013 for parliamentarians and other senior government officials.
Mr. Michael Perkins remains a Speaker of the National Assembly, and he gets a Deputy Speaker in Dr. Bernicia Nisbet, who sits as a Senator on the government benches. Glenn Batt, SKN Newsline.